It's back. The Buick is back. So what happened? Why was the Camry here? All right, well, the original plan, I guess I'll shut this for the time being. The original plan was I was going to go to my dad, and I had a couple things that I needed done. Well, 3 things that I needed done. An oil change, spark plugs, and the brakes. Now, we know about the brakes going back from, I don't know, what was it, December, January, something like that. Brakes are very scratchy and noisy. They gotta get done. I have almost no stopping power in this. It is confirmed that this car is 4-wheel drum, so they're all drums. Well, unfortunately, Sal did me in. If we come around to the trunk, I have the old brake pads here. I'm not going to show you yet. Yeah, here. These might have been the fronts. I'm not certain. But the back, especially the back left wheel, this one here, was the worst. And it made that scrapey sound. You tell me, folks. There is fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing left. Down to the bare fucking metal. That's what Sal did. Now, why Sal would go and do that, I don't know. Obviously, that damaged the drums. There's no 2 ways about it. There are gouges of, it looks like 2 millimeters deep in the drums. Drums for this car don't exist. They just don't exist. Maybe out of a junkyard, but then it's going to be somebody's old used ones anyway. And what good is that? So really, my only choice was to just put new brake shoes on everything, and hopefully it won't chew the shoes up too bad. That's all I could possibly do. It works so much better. The original plan, like I said, was to go to my dad, and we were going to look at the brakes. Well, in addition to it being 97,000 degrees out, this car uses what's called a cruciform or X-frame. So basically the way it works is it looks sort of like the trunk, in that you see that line going up and across and back down. Then along the center of the car is one beam, and then it does the same like U-shaped thing in the front. So jacking this car up is not exactly an easy task. We didn't want to chance anything. My dad said that pulling the drums was going to be a royal pain in the dick, and as such we decided to farm that out to a shop, and it cost what it cost. That's all it was. It had to get done, and it's done. When I got the car back, which is why I had the Camry, so basically what happened is I brought the car there. My dad said, I'll bring it in tomorrow morning when they open. So I left this car there with my dad and took his Camry back here. And that's why that was here for a couple days. And then I got the Buick back. But we did manage to get the oil changed. The oil change was absolutely textbook. Nothing really to speak of. There's the new oil filter. That's an STP one. This STP filter was one of the cheaper ones available, and it is literally 3 times bigger than the original Purelator filter that was on here that allegedly Pep Boys put on this car. They both fit, they both work, but This was the one that was available at AutoZone, I guess it was. It was a cheap enough price, and it ended up being much larger. In fact, the tool that my dad has to remove the oil filters, it's like a cap that goes on the back, and then you put a socket in it. It came in 4 sizes. It was actually from Harbor Freight. And the Purelator took the smallest size. This took the largest size. So allegedly it's going to filter better than it did. So hopefully that's good. Anyway, that went all textbook. No problem at all. That was fine, fine, fine. And the other thing was the plugs. Now, there's always on an 8-cylinder engine an easy side and a hard side. This is the easy side. Everything is right here. The hard side really wasn't that hard. These two were pretty easy. Believe it or not, the third one here, somewhere, if it'll focus on it, right there, was a tougher one. And then the other one goes in. See how they kind of go at a, like this, in the car? Oh, now we have the ice cream truck. Oh, wow. It's a short bus one. Anyway, the sounds of summer, ladies and gentlemen. The sounds of summer. Anyways, as I've explained, I'm not a mechanic by trade. I don't even play one on YouTube, although sometimes I make believe I know which end of the wrench to hold. And that's the deal. My dad took the new plugs and gapped all of those. We found that the plugs that were in here were at 0.45 and they should be at 0.35. So either they were never gapped properly or they were worn, or I don't know. But anyway, there's new plugs. I ended up removing and installing all 8 plugs myself, and it wasn't that bad. It was a little cumbersome getting the wrench in just the right position between all the plumbing and stuff here. So it was a little dicey at times, but I was actually able to do it myself. We also pulled the distributor cap and took a look at the points and condenser. They appear to be okay. In the future, we're going to hook a dwell meter up to it. And that's it. It's here. And of course, now we need to get a startup of it with new plugs. I have a reason for starting it also anyway, so that'll be the subject of the next video. And I'll show you the startup in this, and then we'll end this one out and carry on with more Buick repairs. So lately the Buick has been happy with usually about 5 pumps, and turn the key and it fires right up. Most times it gets a high idle, but not always. One other thing I want to show you, if I go down to the accelerator pedal, it gets stuck. See how it goes just that much? And it gets stuck, and then if I jam it, then it'll go. And then it's free. So we'll give it however many that was. So if anybody knows why it's jamming up, please let me know. I've oiled all the linkages on it that I could see. Oh, we have oil pressure already. That's how it's supposed to start and run. Anyway, it's working. And it runs real nice with the new plugs. We actually took it on a nice drive the other day, maybe about 40 miles cruising, and that was a nice ride indeed. So anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Oh, and by the way, just so you could hear me, when I got the car back, I took it around the block and I stepped on the brakes and I said, wait, it just works? And it doesn't make a grindy sound or anything. Obviously, I'm not taking it out today, but you get the idea. Thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.